KX News Storm Team.
Welcome back to KX News at 6. Looking live at a now dark North Dakota thanks to that time change there on Sunday. Low 40s in Williston, mid 40s pretty uniformly elsewhere across the board. To me, the best part of today was the calm winds that should continue into tomorrow. It won't last for the entirety of the week, however. The overall pattern shows this strong area of high pressure now south of Missouri, giving us those clockwise winds on the backside of the high, more out of the south here today, hence why it was a bit warmer than average for this time of year, and that warm trend should continue into tomorrow or Wednesday. But beyond that, a big pattern change is on the horizon for the end of the week, especially into the weekend. A whole bunch of systems, I should say, out towards the far west going to impact things for us, especially as we go into Saturday. But as far as tomorrow is concerned, upper 40s should prevail for the most part to the north, low 50s towards the south, basically a carbon copy of what we saw earlier today. Again, calm winds for the most part into our tomorrow. But as far as precision cast is concerned, beginning late this evening, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, a very, very light chance of a light sprinkle or two to the far north, maybe a quick snowflake back towards Belcourt or towards Metagoshi. Again, the odds of this 10 to maybe 20%, even though our precision cast is picking up on those whites and the greens. The high pressure we saw to the south is bringing a lot of dry air from the south into our neck of the woods, so the odds of getting precip are pretty low at this point in time. That being said, some light showers also possible early tomorrow afternoon, mostly towards that northwestern corner. And beyond that, so where do we go after this warm spell ends here on Wednesday? So again, right now we are pretty mild because of this ridging pattern that we see here, these nice greens and the yellows to our south. And as long as we're in the greens or the yellows, we're going to be doing okay temperature-wise. And that remains the pattern here for us through the middle of the week. But as we transition into Thursday and especially to the end of the week and to the weekend, the blues begin to come in from the north as this Arctic air mass to the northeast begins to slide its way down to our neck of the woods. So what does this mean for us? Well, it means daytime highs in the 30s by the weekends, maybe even the 20s towards the east as we go into our Sunday. And of course, the rain to snow odds definitely do increase beginning on Friday, but especially into Saturday. Again, still a handful of days out, so things can and probably will change between now and then. Just be aware that snow odds really do increase for us by the beginning stages of the weekend. Here's Williston's next 5. Again, upper 40s the next 2 days. We do peak on Thursday, a high of 57, and then just 40s, and yes, just a high of 38 as we get to the beginning of our weekends. And again, Dickinson looking pretty good tomorrow. Same for Wednesday. Clear skies for the most part. Variable winds overall. The winds do return though for Thursday, and of course daytime highs dropping noticeably into the weekends. 40% right now towards the west as far as the rain to snow odds are concerned. And looking at Minot's next handful of days, going to be near 50, give or take a few degrees. The next handful of days, 40% chance of a very quick shower early tomorrow morning. A high of just 34 for Saturday. 50% chance of snow showers for right now, a low of 18 even, and then Bismarck's next 7 near 50 the next 2 days, 30 or 54 I should say as we get into our Thursday. Kiara?
I'm a little scared of the weekend, but I have to say I'm pretty thankful for the mild end to October, beginning of November that we've been having.
Same here. You know, there are some chances for snow, but again, just a chance for right now. The forecast will become a lot more clear as we move through the rest of the week.
We'll take it. Kenny, thanks so much. Up next, we're heading out